Hello, welcome to episode 6 of SkyBlock, the best SkyBlock video series on the web. Now, we did hit AL50, but who wants to see 5 hours of a dude going water bottle, netherwort, sugarcane, glowstone, collect, sell, netherwort, fucking no one. Not being in the video. What we're going to talk about is when I'm hitting farming 60. Which I have 3 calculations for, might I add. One says 40 hours, one says 20, one says 30. With all of that being said, I'm going to go with the 30-hour calculation. But, I'm going to explain all 3 calculations. The first calculation is at 33333 divided by the remaining EXP. Pretty simple. Second one is going to be just the amount of visitors I have collected, which is 1,608. Add like 20 to that at this point. Divided that by 12 to get 136 hours. That is the minimum amount of time I've spent farming. Then divide that number by the amount of XP I've gotten, 97, 98 million XP, which gives you 118,000 XP an hour. Divide that by the remaining XP, 19 hours to farming 60. Get the third one, which is just firmly estimation, estimating the 2 out in the middle. I think it's going to be around about 30 hours. It's all up to you though, think what's gonna happen. Because it really depends how much XP I get from visitors. As depending on the visitors, I could be done in 40 hours, or I could be done in 10 hours. It just depends on visitors, right? On whether it's in 40 hours, 20, 10, it only depends on visitors, right? Which is a factor that at best I can get a rough average. So, that's what I had to do. Now, the problem with it taking a lot less time than expected is I'm going to have less money for mining. Now, I've decided I'm not going to chamber my Divan armor. I'm going to get jaded and recommed, but I'm not going to chamber it. Reason is, I don't plan on really using it as a money method. There's 3 money methods I can do, and I will do those, but farming cocoa beans, which is my most profitable crop, I make about 11 million coins an hour. Now let's say I get maxed powder, which would take about 100 hours, and let's say maxed powder can make me 30 million coins an hour. Let's say I farm and I farm and I farm for 200 hours. In the same time, with powder mining, I'd make 1 billion coins more. The problem is, it's easier to farm than to mine. But, I also might mine. But, I also have a plan. I'm going to hit farming 60. Now, I should hit it before spring break, which is honestly the goal at this point. But, one I plan to do once I've hit farming 60 is finally get carpentry 50. Now, between the money from carpentry 50, the money from farming, the money from whatever else I might do, bits, I'm not doing copper, but it is a pretty penny. But, so be it. With all that being said, 450, maybe 500 million coins will be mine for mining. I estimate I'll spend 1/2 to 3/5 of that. Now, then I'll get into mining. Now, with mining, I will just simply wait till I hit the next mining level, and then I'll set a 1-hour timer, and then I'll see how much hours XP I get an hour. Now, the numbers will vary because I will be doing commissions until I get every commission milestone done. Reason number 1 is because commissions and non-commissions is about the same for EXP, except for the fact that you get these commission milestones, which is between 200,000 and like 2.4 million EXP. They might have upped it to 4 at this point, I honestly don't know. But with Silverfish Pet, Compact, a Seasoned Mindmen, I can't think of any other mining XP wisdom buffs, but it could easily be close to about 4 million XP, even if it was at 2.4, which means a lot of free hours saved, right? And then once I'll get a hourly, comms mining XP. And then I'll figure out how many comms an hour, and I will be including combat comms as they are part of the job. But with 2 comms, I can kind of pick and choose how and in what order I'd like to do them. But with all of that being said, my estimate is about 700k to 1 million XP an hour, which would put it at about 150 hours, which is not bad, like at all. So now the problem is the amount of money I'm gonna make. Honestly, if I can make 3 mil an hour doing mining, I would honestly not. That would be fine, because with forging, the money needed to get into it is a recon toilet tree cap with some young dragon armor and a monkey and no ocelot pet. Now, depending on, and then how I'm doing skills, for those of you who don't know, is depending on the skill, I will take a pet to give an EXP share to. For farming, I gave my beautiful slug pet an EXP share. Each skill will get its own particular pet. Mining aren't a lot of good options, but because it's mining, I'm going to be getting a lot of EXP. So I could possibly do 2 pets. The first one will be a mithril golem pet, and the second one could really be any mining pet. I'd snare, armadillo, wither skelly. There's no good mining pets except for Scather, which I'd rather not buy. If I must, I must, but I don't think I must. So I shan't. But for forging, there's like 2 pets you can do. Monkey and ocelot. It depends on the cost, and I'm gonna use a monkey pet as my main pet, so I could do a second one for coins, or I could get an ocelot pet for SkyBlock XP, because at the end of the day, on this profile, I do want max pets. Now, with this profile, speaking of profile as a whole, overall, I'd like to get a SkyBlock level a day on average. Currently, I'm getting about 2 every day. Now, there is ways that I can slow this up, or just let it run its natural course. Now, I do have minions down, and the purpose of the minions is to unlock every collection. Sorry about that. The minions are for collections, which give 40 to 60 XP a collection. For over 100 collections, I can max out, including ones I've already done, but that should keep me ahead for some time. Plus, the XP from the minions themselves shall be quite wonderful. Now, there's other ways I can do it for cheap, shall not, if not for free, such as Crop and Jacob milestone unlocks, Fairy Souls, which is 480 XP, along with the Wizard Tower thingy, the Rift, which is a lot actually between talismans. So if I need to bolster my SkyBlock level, I will. But another thing with the profile is I set out these time-locked goals where I need to hit this by this, right? And I'm thinking on most of these goals, I could be ahead. I also could be behind. on certain goals, which is why I will spend the time in between those goals doing what I'd like, whether it's doing miscellaneous tasks, SkyBlock EXP, making the most amount of coins I can, or starting that task early for more time to just give myself more and more leisure time for something I think might be harder. Forging. With all this being said, it's really not, that bad. Now, again, with the profile, there's two ways I'm thinking I could get coin locked SkyBlock EXP. Now, I'm not talking about talismans, as I'll buy those when I need to do dungeons, combat slayers. Not till I need. I might buy the titanium relic for mining, as it's just kind of a double. I need to get it eventually. Why not have it help me now? But I could set a fund, some may say, where I take blank % of coins from blank % of different things, and say these coins will go to this purpose, or this purpose, or this purpose. Now, is a money-making method that turned my main profile from being maybe worth about 6 bill to about 10 bill. I could do that, but I need about 3 to 4, maybe even a half billion coins to get it where I want to be. And I don't even know if the coins are still there. It's still worth it. But what I do know is that it made me hundreds of millions. It's how I was able to buy a G-Drag, how I was able to get a billion bank, how I was able to get the money for Terminator, how I was able to get a 500 million coin G-Drag, giant sword. So, I could start looking into that as a very real way to make, other than resetting a few orders once a day, twice a day, and spending 15-20 minutes crafting, it's really a beautiful flip. I haven't done that flip in so long, I forgot about it. But that still brings us to the task of how am I gonna get the money for 2 Dragon Turn. Now, mathematically speaking, if I do decide to do the flip, I need to run the numbers, and I need to get the upfront capital. But now, the plan for the next upcoming time, per se, I'm going to get farming 60. Now, the hope is to have farming 59 sometime tomorrow. Now, if I play as much as I'd like to play tonight and tomorrow, I will be 10-20% done with farming 60 by tomorrow, which means by Monday night, Tuesday morning, maybe Tuesday night at the latest, I should be able to start on my goal of carpentry. Now, depending on when I start carpentry, I should be able to have it done before spring break. Spring break is a week long. Now, this means that by spring break, I should have a week to do literally anything I want. I could not play SkyBlock. Is that gonna happen? Fuck no. Now, the plan is, once I have the money from carpentry and forging, and farming, I should be able to make quite a pretty penny. Now, I think I would have about 400 million coins from forging, and then a little bit, maybe about 50 to 100 mil from carpentry. Now, what's interesting is the Supercraft update, which made, now that I think about it, both of my flips extremely easy to do. There's no more calculations, you just set up a ratio. Now, at some point I do need to get the fairy souls, and not just for the EXP, but for the backpack slots. Also backpacks, which is maybe 5 mil for some backpacks, and I will be dyeing them. I could do orange, I could do black. You know, I can tell because I got mods, but they will be dyed. I don't know. I think I'll just do classic old black. But that is a casual 100 mil. So we'll see when that gets done. But the time of spring break can be used to do anything. And I'm not going anywhere. I'll be doing some driving, some chores around the house. But overall, I'm gonna have a whole lot of free time. Now, I will start mining during spring break. And the way I'm gonna calculate how much EXP I get is from doing an hour-long test while mining with my new setup. Now, I'm going to be focusing on speed, not fortune, but I will be calculating the money I get. But yeah, this is all soon to come. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.